Well, welcome back to the 55 Buick POS special build, and welcome to Plan B. So, with the first 5.3 dead player for now, at least until I can find a connecting rod, I think I'm just going to use this. This is a 2002, it's a 4.8, so the whole time of this build I've been saying I'm going to use a 5.3 because that was the plan. Well, this is a 4.8. From everything I've seen from Holdner's videos, they still make good power with the turbo, and like I said, I'm going for 500. I'm not shooting for the moon. My only concern is the smaller the engine, the less low-end torque. I'm only running a 273 gear, so this is going to be interesting to see how this works out. So again, this is basically another free engine. This was from a Silverado that I bought, parted out. This engine owes me nothing, it's free. But I don't know how many miles are on it. Didn't note it on the tag, so this truck probably had a dead cluster because usually I'll write the mileage on it. But regardless, I got to take the pistons out, ring gap them, put it back together. Never done that before, so hey, what better to do it on a 4.8, which is really, I guess you consider them a throwaway engine, are they? I mean, I guess they really aren't. They're really excellent engines. They're just the baby version. But if it can make 500 horsepower, I'm fine. It's a street car. All right, so first thing I have to do here, since this is still a complete pullout, I've got to remove this complete wiring harness. I'm going to tag all the connectors because I'll never remember where everything goes yet. It's not like LT1s, I don't have everything memorized. So I got to tag all the connectors, get the wiring off, get the exhaust manifolds off, get the AC compressor off, and just remove basically everything to get it back to the point where I was with that 5.3. One question I will have with this is I did plan on trying to run flex fuel. I was going to put a flex fuel sensor on the car. So I was going to use the 125 operating system, which is normally on the like the O2 Suburbans, Tahoes, that kind of stuff. I have one of those files for flex, but they're all 5.3s. This is a 4.8. So I think I can just swap operating systems and then just copy maybe the VE tables over to start. Maybe I don't even have to do anything because I'm going to have to retune the thing anyway for the turbo. Plus, while I have this apart for the ring gap, I am going to throw a cam in it. I'm going to go mild. Going to throw I guess an Elgin. Now I can't remember the number, if it was the 38 or the 39. I think it's the 39, the 1839. Not the sloppy stage 2, but the stage 1. I don't want to lose any more low-end torque than I have to, so I'd rather stay with a smaller cam, but it'll still make some power. It's an Amazon cam. I don't have any way to test it to make sure it's actually accurate and not a stock cam, so I'm rolling the dice and hoping it works. Alright, so with the engine harness removed, at least looks like an engine now. Something I noticed here, I can tell this one has MLS head gaskets on it, so that's good. This is a 2002 engine, and that's something now I know to look for. On supposedly 2001 was the crossover year, but like you saw that 01 5.3 I took apart, that had graphite gaskets. So either somebody was in it before or it's a mid-year crossover. Alright, next thing I got to do is get the exhaust manifolds off. I already have a couple broken bolts, so I'll have to get that out. I already know that the dipstick tube is probably not coming out. So what I'll usually do is just cut the bracket right here. Then I can get the manifold off, and I can get the dipstick tube out when I take the oil pan off, and then weld it back together once I know what'll come in and out of the engine block. So no sense throwing it away for no reason. I think I can make it work. All right, next time. Well, not next time. Next step. Well, this looks familiar, right? All right, so I jumped ahead a little bit. 4.8 is stripped down to basically the same place I was with the 5.3. And I guess it's time to just start over. Hopefully, all the pistons on this one go to the top of the bores, and we can continue on, and I can get the ring gap done in this thing. Okay, here we go again. So, time to take this one apart and see what I see. So, this feels strangely familiar to me. First thing I'm going to do is take off the crossover. This engine, the rear ports are blocked off. The other one had a 4-corner steam system. This just has the front ones. Alright, see if this engine looks as clean inside as the other one did. And the answer is yes, looks good. I don't think it's quite as clean as the other one, but there's no no buildup or anything sludge and that kind of junk in there. Oops. So that's good. Check the other side. Looks good. Good, good. All right. All right, just like last time, I'm just going to crack these loose. A little. All right. Now this one has some football marks. So this one I may have to change some push rods. Just that one side. Just show you what I'm talking about with that the football wear on the push rod. You can see how obvious it is there on that. This is cylinder 2 exhaust valve. See the wear pattern on that push rod, and that has nothing, 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 and there's another one. Nothing, nothing. The other side didn't have any. So I've got 2 push rods that have that wear pattern. They're worn out. They're done. and the rocker arms also have corresponding wear. So I'll be replacing those two push rods with some used ones I have, and the rocker arms as well with a couple of used ones I have. I had a 4.8 out of a van that was seized that I stripped down for some spare parts. So I have a few pieces and parts laying around, and those will fix that right up. Alright, so I'm just about to the point of taking these heads off, but this engine I haven't done anything with yet, obviously, so I have broken exhaust manifold bolts here, 2 on this side, a couple on the other side. Now this side, there are actually studs sticking out. I'm going to try welding nuts onto them, but honestly, I've had zero luck doing it this way. Usually what I'll do is I'll weld a nut on there and it'll break off flush. Then I'll MIG weld in on the piece that's inside the head, and then I can take it out with a vice grip, no problem. So we'll see if I get lucky, but I don't think the weld out here puts enough heat on the section of the stud that's inside. But I'm going to see what happens. Well, maybe I got lucky this time. All right, it worked. See that? All I gotta do is say it doesn't work for me, and it works. All right. Well, that's good. The other engine that had the bent rod, none of them came out like that. But that's good. Try again. Alright, well, at least one thing's going right today. Got it. Alright. But now I gotta do the other side, and those are not sticking out. Alright. 3 for 3. Alright, last one. Now this one is down inside the head. It's in there. Below, it's actually below the surface. Bring this in, you can see it. That one there, whoops, it's that one there. But I'm not going to put the phone close to it because I don't want the sparks hitting my lens, which could be hitting my lens, I don't even know, but let's get the ground. Alright, we'll go for this one. So this one, I'm just going to have to build it up. I think those sparks are why I'm losing my hair. Shit's burning holes in my head. So, there you can see I built that up a little bit. I'll put a vice grip on it, see if I can get it out. Oh, broke off. I think we got some of it out, but it broke off. So, burn some more in there and try again. There you go, she's coming out. All right. I don't know why anybody drills them out when they come out that fast. I mean, what'd that take? Less than 10 minutes? There you can see the welded end on it. Less than 10 minutes, we got 4 of them out. Gotta have a MIG welder though. All right, next is gonna be cylinder heads. Okay. All right. Everything looks normal, just dirty. MLS gaskets as expected. Flat top pistons as expected in a 4.8. And one thing about the the MLS gaskets, I know a lot of people just reuse them, but I looked online at a few part numbers and they were only like $30 each. I mean, for 30 bucks a piece, I don't think that's even worth copper spraying them and reusing them. I can see if they were $100 a piece, but maybe I have to double check my part numbers and see if that's really the correct ones. All right, next mess. Usual, dirty MLS head gasket. I don't know how to tell if these are GM. I'll have to look for the part number if there's anything on there. Oh, there's a part number. Cool. I'll compare this to what I found as the GM part numbers that were like $30 each or something, and see if that's what these are. All right, now that we've got coolant all over, the worst part of tearing an engine down. Alright, so just a quick sanity check here. Make sure all the pistons go to the top of the bores. I already checked the other side, and they do. And I can see already that number 2 is happy. Let's see if the rest of them are. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. It's good. All right, we got a winner. All right. All 8 pistons go to the top of the bores. No bent rods. Hooray. Which is as expected, since I ran this engine not long ago. Not long ago at all, actually. All right. Cool. All right, what's next? Yeah. All right, so it'll be needle nose to get all these out of here. Kind of grab and give them a little bit of a twisty. They come right out. I'll check all these rollers for any slop or anything later. All right, last couple things to do. I think before this gets on the engine stand will be flex plate and the balancer. So, see if I can get this guy off of here. Loctite. Good. And I can get a look at the rear main. I think I may have to replace that. Can't tell. There are some oil spots around. Not sure where it's coming from. Okay, I got it. That was freaking tight. I don't think that's ever been off, and I think that's Loctite or glue or some super glue on the inside of the bolt. But it's off. All right, last thing to do here. Get the balancer off of here. I don't know which one I use in my toolkit here. Got to put a push rod in. This guy. This is an awesome tool. Does the job. Just can't remember which length push rod do I need. Looks like it may be that one. Let's see. All right, it's a 19 millimeter. Just like that, she's off. That is an awesome tool. This is an OEM Tools, and just says OEM Tools Harmonic Balancer Puller Kit. It's green. Comes in a green blow-up case. It is the tool to get for pulling balancers. At least for LSs, it certainly is. All right, I think this will be a good place to take a break and get up on the engine stand, and then get into pulling the pistons and gapping the rings. So, not sure what video this is or what number video this is, but thanks for following, and hopefully we can get this done soon.